Giant demonic Spider-Man hands terrifies old lady. Pabst Blue Ribbon comes out with hard coffee. And Paper Girls ends its legendary run this week on Community Coffee and Comics. Okay, so some old lady from Lincoln, Nebraska. Look, I don't know if she's old, but in my brain she's old. But some old lady from Lincoln, Nebraska wrote to the town mayor complaining that the giant Spider-Man statue hands that was standing outside of the Lincoln, Nebraska Children's Zoo was demonic and a hatred crime towards the church. She claimed that the statue's hands, shown here displaying the web slinger's signature move, was in the shape of devil's horns. A organizer for the Youth of Christ of Lincoln, Nebraska, Matt Schultz, said that the display, obviously with the web shooting out of it and the black and red hands, did kind of look like Spider-Man. Matt continued to state, but unfortunately that's not how everyone felt for a while. So it's clearly red and black, which people use for the devil. There's the hard rock symbol for the devil's horns, but it's clearly Spider-Man. Or I love you in sign language. The statue being set in front of the Children's Museum was part of a Showing Hands art display. It's set up for auction this fall. Pabst Blue Ribbon's coming out with hard coffee. That was hard. As a way to attract new patrons, the 175-year-old company is trying a new brand of drinks, starting with hard coffee. Now, what the company does is they take their fermented malt and they remove the flavor and the coloring. And what you got left is alcohol. They combine that with milk, sugar, a little bit of coffee, splash of vanilla, and then you got the Pabst Blue Hard. Yeah, I can't. Don't knock it till you try it, right? Definitely. Well, somebody else is gonna have to tell me how it tastes because it's only available in 5 states: Pennsylvania, Georgia, New Jersey, Maine, and of course, Florida. And for the fantastic comics coming out this week on July 31st, we're starting off with Paper Girls issue 30. Now this is a 44-page, no ad, beautiful, emotional conclusion for this amazing run. No spoilers here, guys, just go out and pick it up. Up next, we got the graphic novel that inspired the new movie from New Line Cinema, The Kitchen. When the Irish mob take over Hell's Kitchen in the 1960s and the Italian mafias ends up in jail, it's up to their wives to keep the business up and running. I'm definitely excited to read this graphic novel, even more excited to check out the movie. And last but not least, we have Jonathan Hickman's intertwining X-Men story, Powers of X, issue number 1. Intertwining with House of X, Powers of X number 1 guarantees to make you change the way you think of every mutant story you've read before and after. Definitely don't miss out on another great moment in X-Men's history. Alright guys, those are just some of the awesome titles that came out this week, but we're curious, what's on your pull list? What do you guys like to read? Let us know in the comments below. Daniel Lopez from the Alter Ego Lounge, and we'll see you next week.